How's it everyone? Ferdi here again from Raw Leadership, and welcome to session 2 of the Personality Plus assessment. In this session we will be talking about your results. What I really love about personalities is that people are super unique. People are completely different from each other. Although in this assessment we might fall in the same personality category, our results are always different. And I want to start off this session by telling you that you are unique. There is no one like you. There is no one like you that can express themselves the way you can in this world, which means that your life has value. So after completing this personality assessment and after us going through the results of it, I want you to walk away from this knowing that you have a lot of value and that your life matters. So as we start the debrief session, think back quickly. Which of the 4 categories in your assessment had the highest value? Is it category 1, 2, 3 or 4? Do you have it? Fantastic. Now, which of the categories you had the second highest value? Because we're going to be working with the categories with the 2 highest totals. Now keep your eyes fixed on the screen as I explain to you what each category means and what personality group it falls into. Remember, none of the categories are better than each other. In fact, every category just indicates to us more and more that we need each other in order for us to achieve collective success.
Okie dokie, so now that you have your 2 highest category values, let's quickly discuss what these mean. The assessment we completed is called the DISC personality assessment. So the 4 categories represented in the assessment will from now on be known as the D category, the I category, the S category and the C category. Thus, your highest value will either be D, I, S, C. If we combined the second highest value, we will speak of it as DS, DI, IS, CI, etc. As an example, my personality grouping is a CD. My highest value falls into the C column and my second highest value falls into the D column. Thus, my personality grouping is a CD. It is important to note that as we go through the debriefing of each personality group, that you do listen carefully, not just to your own grouping, but also to the other personality groups. This will enhance your capability to work with people and also to identify these personalities within the world that you live in. Alright, let's get started. We're going to be starting with the D category, and the word associated with the D category is dominance. So individuals in this category are usually individuals that places a high emphasis on accomplishing results. These individuals are focused on the bottom line and thrive on confidence. Or individuals that fall into the D category are goal-orientated, performance-driven, hard to please, self-confident. They do not like it at all when people are indecisive, when people act slowly, people that are lazy or detailed activities. I know that some of you are already getting nervous just listening to what D personalities like or dislike, and that is fine. The goal is not to know how to work with an individual like this immediately. The goal is to get understanding, and through experience we learn how to work with each other. You will see as we go through the debriefing of the other personality categories that we actually need each other. Every personality grouping has blind spots, and those blind spots are meant to be filled by the other personality categories. Moving on to the next section of the D category, personalities can be under control or out of control. It is our responsibility to make sure that we function under control as far as possible. D personalities are individuals that when they function under control, they are courageous individuals. They are usually the individuals that speaks about the future as opposed to the past or the current. When they become out of control, they become reckless. When under control, they are quick to respond. Out of control, they can become very rude. So depersonalities, you need to watch out that how you speak to people can be offensive and can create hurt easily. I will not be going through all of the listed items, but I want to ask you to take responsibility and work through them if you are a depersonality, to see whether you are currently under control or out of control. The last one I want to touch on is depersonalities. When under control, they are competitive individuals. They want to win. They want everyone to win. They cannot understand why individuals will settle for less than winning. So when you are part of a team that has the depersonalities in it, know that whatever you do, they will want to win. It's our responsibility then, if we are not depersonalities, to respect that and to maybe challenge ourselves to step up in that aspect. Moving on to the next personality category, it is the I category. I stands for influence. Individuals that fall into this category are the influencers within a group, people that place an emphasis on influencing and persuading others. They are open individuals and they are focused on relationship building. The I personalities are fun to watch. They are great starters, prone to exaggerate, easily excitable. I types don't like being ignored, isolated, repetitive tasks, or detailed work. What I truly love about the I personalities is the amount of energy they bring into the room. Eyes thrive on energy. If you want to invite them somewhere, make sure there is energy. If your team lacks energy, make sure that you bring an I personality into the room. Moving on to under control or out of control, I's are optimistic individuals but can become unrealistic. They are persuasive individuals, but that can also lead into manipulation. One thing that really stands out about the I personalities for me is their imagination. They can dream up the impossible dream, but it can also lead to daydreaming and not taking action. That is why I sometimes need a depersonality to bring direction into their lives. Moving on to the S category. S stands for steadiness. People in this category place a lot of emphasis on cooperations, sincerity, and dependability. These S personalities are usually the sweetest people. They place a high emphasis on being loyal, and thus they will always be very loyal friends. They are very good team players and they are great finishers. Interestingly, S personality, as it indicates, are great finishers, whereas I personalities are great starters. So we can already make a connection there that the I's needs the S's in order to bring a project or a plan to completion. S personalities don't like insensitivity or to be yelled at. They don't like sudden surprises or being pushed around. Under control, S personalities are very relaxed individuals, but when they become out of control, they lack initiative. They are usually very stable people, but can become indecisive. They are good listeners, and this is the one thing that stands out about S personalities. People like talking to them, share experiences with them, as well as share difficult conversations with them. Overall, S personalities want meaning. They want meaning in what they do and meaningful relationships. Moving on to the C personalities. The word associated with C personalities are conscientious. These individuals place a lot of emphasis on quality, accuracy, expertise, and competency. C personalities are perfectionists, difficult to satisfy. They are very logical and self-sacrificing. C personalities have a high probability, if they don't look after themselves, to become workaholic. They will go a day without eating because they are so invested in their work or what they are busy doing at that current moment. C personalities do not like being criticized, mistakes, or sudden changes. Under control, C personalities are very orderly. Out of control, they become compulsive individuals. They are very logical, but can also be perceived as very critical when they become out of control. Under control, C personalities are very teachable, but when they become out of control, they are very easily offended. Overall, C personalities are all about structure. They want to build structure and they want to function within structure. They love the rules. There needs to be rules wherever they find themselves, because that is how they measure themselves. So if you're in a team that lacks structure, it means that there is a lack of C personalities.
So now that we have completed the debrief session, I hope you have a clear understanding of your personality, but secondly also about other people's personality. So the responsibility now becomes to celebrate yourself, and then secondly to celebrate others. I want to tell you a quick story. When I was a youngster, just left varsity, I walked out of the university into a sales position. I made an appointment with a company, and when I arrived there I thought I was going to be meeting with one person, but that wasn't to be. I got there and this person told me, everyone is waiting for you. So we walked into this massive boardroom, and sitting in the boardroom was the whole board of directors. Now I'm a youngster, these are astute businessmen and women. Speaking to people like that was daunting for me. Yes, they were academically advanced, yes, they had a lot of experience, but they are also just personalities. So what I did was, I tried to identify which personalities were in the room. You had the D personality over there, the I personality over there, the S personality over there, the C personality over there, and I started speaking to their particular personalities. To the D's I said, this program that I have to offer you today will change the future of your business. To the I personalities, it's going to be a super exciting experience. To the S personality, the focus was more on meaning, and to the C personalities, implementation and planning was the focus. And guess what? I was successful. So as I said in the beginning, we need to develop more on an emotional capacity, because it's ultimately our emotional development that will affect the successes that we achieve. We need to be able to work with other people. So that is it for session 2. Please take note that we will be announcing the winner of the Strength Finder assessment via email. So be on the lookout to your email for the special announcement of the person who will be getting the chance to do the Strength Finder assessment with one of our consultants. If you are interested in doing the Strength Finder assessment yourself, please look at this clip. This is truly a revolutionary assessment that can help you not only identify your talents and your strengths, but secondly, help you to position yourself when it comes to choosing a career as well as your study course. Should you want to register for the Strength Finder assessment, please make use of this code, because all Junior Techie students will get a 10% discount on their assessment. We look forward to chatting to you again and spending time with you. Remember, celebrate yourself and celebrate those around you. It is your time to roar. Have you ever been in the position where someone asked you a question like, what are you good at? What are your strengths? What makes you unique? Those are challenging questions that puzzles all of us. A number of years ago, I was puzzled with these questions, and I decided to go on a journey. I literally did every single personality assessment on the market, but remained confused. I still didn't know what makes me unique. What are my strengths? What am I really good at? You see, the first thing we usually think about when we talk about strengths or talents is we think about it in the natural. We think about something physical. For instance, if someone can run fast, can sing well, can play an instrument well, wow, they're so talented. But what about the individual that can think strategically? What about the person that has an ability to create and build strong relationships with people? What about the person that can influence others? these were the things that I was looking to discover. And I was looking for a tool that can help me do exactly that. And I found it in a tool called Strength Finder. I believe in Strength Finder so much that it's become part of our business model at Raw Leadership. We teach people from all walks of life what makes them unique, how to celebrate themselves, and ultimately how to turn a talent into a strength. People all over the world are looking for ways to authentically differentiate themselves. The time is now. The world is waiting for you. The world is waiting for you to activate your talents. So here at Roar, Strength Finder is a service offering that we offer our clients, where we complete an online assessment as well as a 45-minute online coaching session, where we help you to clearly define the results of your assessment and activate you to start turning your talents into strengths. Are you ready to roar? You will not regret this. This is one of the biggest investments that you can make into your future. It is your time to roar.